Sa video na aking ipapakita ngayon, kumalat na ito sa social media na yung tatlong COA commissioner na pumirma doon sa finality ng Notice of Disallowance ng Office of the Vice President na ayon na rin kay Ted Filon ay parang questionable dahil napag-alaman na ang isang COA commissioner ay naka-leave daw. Pero bakit nakapirma dito sa finality ng Notice of Disallowance sa Office of the Vice President? Nagkatakutan nga ba? Na-pressure ba ang Commission on Audit at naglabas agad ng desisyon kung bakit pinasasauli yung pondo sa Office of the Vice President? At ito mismo na-corner ni Ted Filon, ang isa sa COA Commissioner na ang asawa nga ay sangkot sa flood control scandal. Ang tanong, ginigipit ba ang isang commissioner na ito para maabsuelto sa kinasasangkotang iskandalo ng Commission on Audit? Kaya nga ba bumaligtad agad-agad ang Commission on Audit at paano nakapirma sa finality na ito ng Notice of Disallowance ng Office of the Vice President ang taong nakalive? Paano nakapirma? Ayaw ngang magpakita sa congressional hearings. Panoorin natin ang video na ito.
Tungkol po dito sa disallowance na binabanggit, may nakapirma ditong tatlong commissioner. Yung chairperson po si Gamaliel Cordoba, yung isa pong commissioner ay si Douglas M.N. Malilin. Yung isa ay isang Mario G. Lipana. Kami po ay nagtatanong, anyari na dito po sa mga sinasabing pagkakasangkot umano ng isang commissioner po ng COA doon sa mga proyekto na kontrobersyal at may question kung saan po ang kanyang misis ay nasasangkot. At umano, nabanggit din po ito sa committee po mismo ni Senador Lacson sa Blue Ribbon.
Sent excuse letters based on alleged medical reasons. Commissioner Mario Lipana.
Nabanggit din po sa Kamara.
Talk to him once he report back to office. Otherwise, some of us may initiate impeachment proceedings against him.
Kami lang po yung nagtatanong kasi nakapirma pa siya dito sa April 10 na decision. Una ho kasi naka-leave daw po ito kaya siya hindi humaharap sa hearing, pero ngayon po nakakapirma na siya sa mga gantong uri po ng desisyon. So baka naman pwedeng makapagpaliwanag na siya sa sinasabing kanya umanong paggamit ng kanyang impluensya, umano para makakuha ng kontrata yung kanyang misis na tumakbo sa party list at isa palahong kontratista ng DPWH.
Ayun, napanood natin ang asawa ng isang commissioner, ng COA commissioner, ay sangkot doon sa flood control scandal. At sabi nga ni Representative Leila de Lima, kapag daw hindi nag-initiate itong COA commissioner at natakot pa ni Representative Leila de Lima na maaari daw ma-impeach itong si Mario Lipana. So nagkakatagpi-tagpi nagkakadugtong-dugtong. So nandun tayo sa senaryo na ang asawa ni COA Commissioner Mario Lipana ay sangkot doon sa flood control scandal. At maaari pang ma-impeach itong si COA Commissioner Mario Lipana ayon mismo kay Representative Leila de Lima. So may mabigat na kasalanan pala ang asawa ng COA Commissioner. Kaya nga ba nag-iba bigla yung tono mula sa COA? Kahit ang malaking tanong, pumirma ba itong si COA Commissioner para maabsuelto ang kanyang asawa sa flood control scandal? Nagtatanong lang kasi naka-leave daw itong si Mario Lipana. Pero bakit nakapirma? Ayon yan mismo kay Sir Ted Filon. Kasi sa mga hearing, may sakit. Pero sa pagpirma doon sa finality ng Notice of Disallowance ng OVP, abay nakapirma. So, ang logic, di ba? Mabilis gumawa ng paraan. Mabilis siyang nakagawa ng paraan. Kasi kung ating babalikan, itong Commission on Audit ay nag-issue ng unmodified or unqualified opinion on the financial statements of the Office of the Vice President for fiscal year 2024, marking 3 consecutive years 2022 to 2024 of receiving the highest audit rating. Kahit magtataka ka, bakit pinababalik ng Commission on Audit yung confidential funds kung nag-declare na sila ng unmodified opinion ang Office of the Vice President since 2022. Ano ang nagpabago sa ihip ng hangin? At itong dineclare mismo ng COA, ito na yung magiging matibay na ebidensya ni Vice President Sara laban sa impeachment na ito. Kasi kitang-kita at obvious na gusto lamang siraan si VP Sara. Pero ang malaking tanong, ayon pa mismo kay Tio Moreno, na kompromiso ba ang Commission on Audit? Ayon pa nga sa kanya, COA is compromised with the impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte being pushed by the House of Representatives. It raises serious questions why the Commission on Audit suddenly issued decisions on notices of disallowance just days before key hearings without properly informing the Office of the Vice President. Consider these timelines. 1. COA denied the OVP's appeal on April 10, 2026, just 4 days before a scheduled hearing. 2. COA issued another decision on April 20, 2026, ordering the OVP to return confidential funds only 2 days before the next hearing, where Jesus Crispin Remulla and Antonio Terdanes IV are expected to appear. This is the same COA that gave the OVP an unqualified opinion for 3 consecutive years, meaning its financial statements were found to be accurate, transparent, and compliant with accounting standards. What makes this situation more questionable is the apparent inconsistency. For instance, COA issued an notice of disallowance amounting to 7.564 billion against PhilHealth in 2024. Yet, there has been no comparable urgency in publicizing decisions or ordering refunds, nor any clear update on whether appeals were denied. An even more telling example involves former Surigao del Norte Governor Ace Barbers. His 12.19 million confidential fund from 2008 was only liquidated in 2018, with compliance completed in 2024, more than a decade later, based on COA's own 2024 audit report. Despite this long delay, the matter was resolved administratively. Now, it's important to understand what a notice of disallowance actually is. A notice of disallowance is an administrative audit finding, usually related to procedural or documentation issues. It is not equivalent to a finding of corruption or a criminal offense. Criminal liability requires a much higher standard. For example, malversation requires proof that public funds were misused for personal benefit. Corruption requires clear evidence of unlawful intent or gain. A notice of disallowance alone does not establish these elements. It simply indicates that a transaction did not fully comply with audit rules. However, the House of Representatives now appears to be using this notice of disallowances to strengthen the impeachment case against Vice President Duterte. This raises serious fairness concerns. 1. On the fourth quarter 2022 disallowance, the 73.2 million notice of disallowance is not yet final. It remains subject to reconsideration and possible judicial review, meaning it cannot yet serve as a definitive basis for concluding misuse of funds. 2. On the 2023 disallowances, the appeal period is still ongoing. These findings are not final, and execution is effectively suspended. Remember, the Commission on Audit itself provides a 180 period, or about 6 months, for the OVP to file an appeal. If that appeal is denied, the OVP may still elevate the matter to the Supreme Court through a petition for certiorari. Since COA issued its decision this month, April, the OVP has until around October 2026 to comply. In short, treating this non-final audit finding as grounds for impeachment is premature. The proper legal remedies are still being exhausted and due process has not yet been completed. We ask, is the Commission on Audit being compromised or weaponized against Vice President Sara Duterte? So ayun, sa aking opinion, obviously, baka naman nape-pressure na itong Commission on Audit na maglabas agad ng kanilang desisyon patungkol sa Notice of Disallowance ng OVP. Syempre sila na hamak lang na empleyado. Syempre matatakot sila. Kaya nga nung isang COA commissioner na pwede pang ma-impeach. Pero for sure naman, hindi sa kanila galit si Vice President Sara. Alam ni VP Sara ang galawan dyan. At alam ni VP Sara na talagang gagawin ng administrasyon na ito na mapahiya madungisan ng kanyang pangalan. Ay hindi pa nga, tandaan natin, unmodified, unqualified opinion noon pa man mula sa Commission on Audit ang Office of the Vice President 3 consecutive years. Tapos ngayon, biglang nagbago. Nataon pa sa impeachment ni Vice President Sara. So talagang makakapag-isip ka at magtataka ka bakit biglang nagkaganon. Bakit biglang nagbago ang ihip ng hangin pagdating sa desisyon ng Commission on Audit dito sa Office of the Vice President. Kaya't kung kayo ang tatanungin ko, ang COA ba ay nakompromiso o na-weaponize ba against Vice President Sara? Abay, ishare mo na ang video na ito. Mag-iwan ng comment at like dyan sa ibaba at magkita-kita ulit tayo sa susunod na video.